Well, the president plans to deploy National Guard in Illinois. That according to the governor of Illinois, who doesn't like it. Well, let me just say to him and to others, in case you haven't noticed, crime is on the uptick everywhere, even in our incredible city that is Pittsburgh. We have had murder after murder, gunplay after gunplay, story that has involved some sort of gun activity just about every day in recent memory. So imagine what it's like in those major cities like Chicago, New York, Los Angeles. It's deafening. That cry for, well, mankind to become a kinder, gentler kind of community is continuing to be the cry of citizenships from one side of this country to the next. But what has happened, our police forces continue to dwindle in numbers, and those who retire are retiring with no one to replace them. So what does our country do when the citizenship can't even mingle and walk the streets of their beloved city, no matter where it is, north, south, east, or west? What happens when businesses have to shutter, not because of the ability to do business, but for the fear of, yes, violence? All sorts of criminal activity happening. Blame it on whatever you want to blame it on. But the National Guard are people that sign up willingly, knowing that they can be in the line of fire or put into harm's way. That is what they do because they're patriots and they have love of country. And I know many people who have been in the National Guard, currently in the National Guard, understand what military service is all about. And I'm sure they have no problem if the president is asking them to step up to make it a safer place for America. Every day they are willing to do just that during their stint serving their country as members of the National Guard. So what's so wrong with us actually leaning in and protecting people in this country? And I hear those who have the thought process of, well, you can't have the military running law and order. Well, there is no law and order in our country, and it has nothing to do with law enforcement. It has everything to do with the lack of protection. We see violence happening in our schools, in our places of worship, in our streets, in our businesses, in our homes, with domestic violence at an all-time high. And more times than not, the police, who are called to do everything humanly possible, and in many cases, and we recently have seen it, lay down their life to serve and protect. But what are we doing to serve and protect them? We're defunding police. We're not encouraging future generations to become police officers. And sadly, people don't have the respect that they need to have when it comes to police in this country. So I think it's high time that we do what is the most important thing. Protect our police by showing them that we care and giving them a backup, but more importantly, letting the National Guard be that extra layer of safety. That's what this country is all about, helping each other.